Christmas, the season of joy, lights, and laughter. But beneath the carols and glittering decorations lies a darker history. A time when winter's long nights were filled with fear, and misbehavior could carry deadly consequences. Let's explore terrifying creatures from Christmas folklore, the spirits, goblins, and monsters who once haunted the season.
Northward, into the snowy Alps, lurks Frau Perkta. This fearsome witch roamed the 12 nights of Christmas, inspecting homes and children. Hard-working and obedient, she might bless you. Lazy or disrespectful, she would slit your belly open, remove your guts, and fill your body with straw and stones. Frau Perkta especially punished children who didn't complete their spinning work, and families whispered her name cautiously. Frau Perkta, the belly-slitting witch, lest her shadow fall upon their homes. Iceland's icy mountains hide Grilla, a monstrous ogress who hunts children for her winter stew. Guided by the scent of misbehavior, she would seize those who strayed from the rules, boiling them in her enormous cauldron. Grilla was not alone. Her 13 sons, the Yule lads, each specialized in a different type of mischief. Door slammer, window peeper, spoon licker. Once, these were terrifying figures who stole, frightened, or tormented villagers. And guarding their winter domain was the Yule cat, a colossal feline that devoured anyone who hadn't received new clothes for Christmas. Children learned to knit and finish chores, not just for reward, but to survive the winter.
In Greece, the Kallikantzaroi emerged during the 12 days of Christmas. Mischievous goblins, they sneak into homes to spoil food, steal items, and frighten children. The only defense? Keeping lights burning all night, or offering them small bribes like sausages. If ignored, the goblins' havoc could last the entire season, reminding families that winter was a time for vigilance as much as celebration.
In the alpine villages of Austria and Bavaria, children didn't just fear being left out of the gift-giving. They feared Krampus. This horned goat-like demon roamed the street during the first week of December, wielding birch rods and dragging the worst offenders to the underworld. While St. Nicholas rewarded good behavior, Krampus ensured that the naughty faced consequences. Villagers still celebrate on December 5th, with men donning terrifying masks, rattling chains and parading through the streets. A chilling reminder of a time when misbehavior meant more than an empty stocking.
La Befana, the Italian crone, is now often portrayed as a kind, gift-giving witch. But older tales depict a ghostly crone flying through the night. She searches for lost children, enters homes uninvited, and metes out her own brand of justice to those she finds unworthy. The folklore reminds us that even the sweetest traditions can have their origins in fear and mystery.
Across the sea in Wales, the Mary Lwyd haunted midwinter nights. A horse skeleton mounted on a pole draped in a white sheet and decorated with ribbons roamed door to door. The Mary Lwyd would challenge residents to a poetic battle. Win and you were safe. Lose and the skeletal horse's presence was considered a grim omen, a reminder of the thin boundary between the living and the dead during winter's longest nights.
In Germany and among Pennsylvania Dutch communities, Belsnickel was the harbinger of discipline. Ragged, fur-covered, and wearing a mask, he visited homes ahead of St. Nicholas. He carried a bundle of switches, testing children's manners. Good behavior was rewarded with sweets tossed on the floor. Greed or dishonesty, a sharp sting from the switches, was the consequence. Belsnickel reminded children that misbehavior had a very real, very immediate cost.
In medieval France, the tale of Hans Trapp warned children of the consequences of evil deeds. A noble man turned to black magic. Hans was cursed to wander the winter forest as a scarecrow-like figure. According to legends, he preyed on naughty children, haunting them in the shadows. In some regions, he accompanied St. Nicholas as a fearsome enforcer, embodying the season's darker moral lessons.
In Turkey and the Balkans, the Karakankolos stalked winter nights. Hairy, dark-skinned, and glowing-eyed, these goblins approach travelers on lonely roads. Answer their riddles incorrectly, or speak at all, and you could vanish into the night. The long, dark nights of winter were perfect for these cunning predators, and travelers learned to be wary, silent, and vigilant.
Many of these creatures, the Yule Cat, Krampus, Gryla, served as a reminder that Christmas was not always about comfort and joy. These stories warned children to behave, taught communities to prepare for winter, and gave a narrative framework to humanity's fear of the cold, the dark, and the unknown. From skeletal horses to demonic ogres, from mischievous goblins to terrifying witches, these legends endure as a chilling reminder. The Yuletide season is older, darker, and far stranger than most modern celebrations suggest.